And then came an incident at MP Shah Hospital, which I want to talk about without prejudice and without fear or favor. The patient that has led us to this place this morning was one of the poorest and had a knife cut. I was in Cuba on government business. Whether you like it or not, I was there on government business because the law allows me to go there. And I remember calling my CEO and telling my CEO, I have picked something that I do not like, and I want you to make sure that by the time we get to Nairobi, I see the file. Because what was on the social media was then that a patient did not stay for 24 hours and was charged almost 1 million shillings. And I said, that is, of course, obnoxious by all standards, even if the child is Magoha's son, because after all, where will I pick 1 million shillings on the road? Showed again that both the hospital, the MP Shah Hospital, was not sensitive, and so were the doctors. And that is my opinion, and I have reason to stand by it. Because you can't tell me, we operated on the patient for 6 hours, the patient died, but you can't take the body because the bill is 800,000. I will tell you to go straight to hell. And that's why I'm saying, can we be sober and sensitive as we discuss these issues? Because you will say, okay, the guidelines, one may argue the charges were within the guidelines, but you have to take everything into totality. And the third point I was saying I would wait to talk about, and my colleagues will not like me for it. Please, before you charge your patient, ask your patient whether he or she has the ability to pay. And we cannot pretend. This is not America, where everybody is insured and the insurance companies are clean, not like the number of hours here who do all sorts of things. Ask yourself, is this patient going to be able to pay the bill I'm giving the patient? And that one, I think the external consumers should also discuss it dispassionately. The ability to pay, bearing in mind that the doctor has to dress as well as you are looking at me. So now a doctor has to dress well, a doctor has to eat well, a doctor has to take a child to school well, because doctors, unfortunately and unapologetically, are the most intelligent people. When you look at the primary school where we are now, where I am now, all the top children want to be what? They want to be doctors. So let us honor them as we control them. That's all I can say in that aspect. Ladies and gentlemen, in order not to bore you with a long speech, I want to say that the case of Matilda Anyango was brought to the board, and the board being the way it is constituted, my PIC said the charges were within the rules. Of course, personally, you know my position. I never...
All right, medical fee up right there. Doctors meeting just to discuss on that proposal to slash the amount that's being charged by doctors to the patients. Now, let's go back to top story where the current owner